And we'll start with our first talk. We'll call Shashank Agarwal from Star Apps. He's the founder of Star Apps. They started building apps and been in the ecosystem from 2017, and they have been like OGs in the ecosystem. They have a lot of apps and a lot of learnings too that we can all use. And please give a round of applause to Shashank.
Yeah. So we started building apps in 2017. It was a very small ecosystem back then, probably just a few hundred apps. And from there till today, I mean, we have more than 10,000 apps in the App Store. We have seen that journey. We have seen how Shopify has evolved. This whole ecosystem has evolved. The overall support system around app development and app growth, that has evolved over time. And I hope with my talk today, I'll be able to give you a few takeaways that can help you build better products or avoid a few mistakes in your journey. So today, I'll be talking about how we built scalable Shopify apps. Okay. So here we are today, and this is what we do. We built amazing shopping experiences for our brands. We work with more than 25,000 Shopify stores and more than 1,000 Shopify Plus stores, and we are clocking a 3.6 million ARR, roughly. It's been a 7-year journey so far. And in the way we have figured out different problems and found different problems, and we built solutions around them. We have 6 apps today, and this is how our growth journey looks like. So in our journey to this growth, we feel the 3 most important pillars that helped us were finding the right product, building the solution in the right way, so the architecture of it, and then the support and the support infrastructure around those products to really scale it up. So we'll be going through these pointers in my talk further. And I hope some of these learnings will be really helpful for you, as these pillars still remain quite fundamental to building any app or any other business in the ecosystem. So let's start with a bit of a background story of how it all started and how we discovered our product. So back in 2016, I had exited my previous business, and I was looking and working on multiple ideas to figure out what is my next journey is going to be. This was the time when print on demand and drop shipping was quite popular, 2016, 17. So I started building, along with other experiments that I was doing, I also started building a store on Shopify to sell some printables. When I was building that, I realized that the product page on Shopify, if you have multiple variants, is not delivering a really great shopping experience. You can see all the product images, all the images of all the variants right on the product page. It was very cluttered experience, very confusing for the shopper. And this was not the experience that I wanted to give to my customers when I was building my store. So to fix that and find out a solution, I talked to Shopify support on the chat. I looked at the App Store and searched on the forum, talked to people on the forum. And I didn't find any good solution that could work with my theme. And so I started getting more and more involved into figuring out a solution for that. And that's when I realized that this is definitely not a problem that only I am facing. This is a problem of all the merchants who have variations on their store, which is almost everybody. And so I thought, why not I create a solution on that? I hired a freelancer, and we started building an app around it. Uh, this was my first experience with the SaaS, so it took a bit of time, around 7-8 months, and we were finally in the App Store, and we started to get some traction. So this is what happens when you're using our solutions, transforming that standard default experience of Shopify into a great shopping experience. You can see the variant which is selected. You are seeing only images filtered for that. The variant selection has been changed to a variant preview style, where you can quickly see and compare all the variants, all the colors that are available, etc. And multiple other touch points on the theme where our apps improve on PLP, PDP, and homepage, etc. To build a complete great experience for the end user. So when we were building this and we were interacting and getting more and more clients, Shopify stores, we realized that they all had different type of themes, and then they further did customization over that theme. So handling this theme customization was a major challenge. And I was sure that if not architected well, this will become a problem in our scalability. If we want to really handle thousands of merchants one day, we had to solve for that diverse set of theme problem and dealing with that. So to deal with that, we devised a solution that we call Theme Engine. Okay. So these are some of the points why we built it. So there are different type of themes. We wanted that our solutions should not create any performance issue in the theme. The impact on the shop load time, etc., should be minimal or zero. It should act as plug and play. It should be a clean uninstall. So if you know, Shopify recently stopped giving access to theme editing, but till the time it was available, a lot of app developers also misused it. And I always saw apps as plug and play, so that, and you know, I mean, first 15-minute uninstall, that is a high number. Generally, 50% of your customers will uninstall within first 15 minutes, and then 60, 70, 80% customer install in the first week, uninstall in the first week. So a large majority of people who are coming to just try the app and figure out if the solution is right or not, they are bound to leave you. And we wanted to ensure that we are not leaving behind any code in the theme and how to build that. So that was a very clear thing in our head. It has to be plug and play, and it has to be clean to uninstall. Our uninstall experience would be amazing. Our install experience would be amazing. So in that also, this theme engine became a really important pillar. And the developer-free support. Because initial days, of course, we were just writing a custom solution for every theme. Every new customer that would come, we will write and customize the code and do it. But that was not scalable. So we wanted an absolutely developer-free support system, because otherwise it's not possible to scale to 25,000 stores. So this is why we had to build it. So this is what we built. So theme engine is primarily two-part, a theme detection system and then a detailed theme configuration. So theme detection system was trying to identify and categorize all the themes in different types. And once you have done that, we started storing hundreds of theme configurations for different type of themes in our database. And this theme configuration would be quite simple to understand. It was trainable. It has around 200 points, touch points where our app modifies theme or interacts with the theme. Right. So we started writing those configuration for each theme. Currently, it takes for any new theme that comes in the apps in the theme store, and we have to support it. It requires around 30 to 40 minutes of one of our support member to do it. We created it in a way so that it becomes independent of developer. A support member can do it, so that when a merchant query comes and you encounter a new theme or a custom theme, you can either tweak or write a completely new theme configuration right away without any need for any developer involvement. So for example, this is a card from the collection page. This is a product grid. These are all the elements, right? When we are adding our swatches over there, and we are trying to modify the title to show that, okay, yellow is currently selected, we need to know where is title. Where do I have to place swatches? Where is the price? What is the price format? How do I have to modify the quick view button, add to cart button? It all has to work in sync. It all has to be modified so that it becomes a really great experience and people can do all that they want right on that card, right? So that's great. We had a good problem, and then we architected it right. Theme engine was one of the important architecture. Another common mistake that I see a lot of app developers do is in handling admin API, webhooks, requests from storefront, etc. So things where things started to crack at scale, right? So this is a great example. This photo, this is an image of a traffic jam in China that lasted for 12 days, right? So in a normal day, this looks like a great infrastructure. There are so many lanes, and cars can very easily pass by that toll. However, in a busy day like this becomes the other side of the toll that becomes a bottleneck. And this sort of situation I have seen multiple times in while building app. So for example, you are dealing with a product webhook. Product webhooks can be unpredictable. It could be in volume, and it can be spiky. When you are dealing with that sort of nature of a webhook, sometimes people do that. When you receive a product webhook, you will then further call a bunch of APIs to fetch or complete the data, and then you will store it or modify setting or whatever action you have to do. But if you are combining a webhook with admin API, the system is bound to fail. So at a smaller scale, when you are dealing with smaller stores or only certain number of stores, this is going to be fine. But as you encounter larger and larger merchants, they are going to have lakhs of or thousands of or 10,000s of products where they will do bulk updates, and the amount of webhook that you will receive, your admin API is not tuned to handle it. It is not designed for it. So these kind of situations I have seen multiple places, and I think when you are architecting it, just ask yourself, is it going to work for a larger store also? Keeping that in mind from day one while you are building will take you a much longer, it will really help you in later part of your journey. Okay, so the support. Once you have a rightly built product, the third very important pillar becomes support. Can you guys guess at the size that we are today? We are serving around 25,000 merchants, 3.6 million ARR. What is our team size? Any guesses? Sorry? 5? Okay, great. 50? Okay, 15, who is that? 13. Okay, great. So we are 15. And how many of them do you think are sales members? 7? 2? Okay. Any other guess? Okay. So it is 0. Yeah. So it is 0. We do not have any sales member. Right? We have created our product and the support team in such a way that our product is self-sufficient to explain itself, and when somebody needs any onboarding support or help on understanding product and how it can help, our support team can take care of that. Right? So building a product which is very simple to understand, explain, goes a long way. Right? Sorry. Yeah. So we already disclosed it. Okay. So we have 6 members in our support team that support this large merchant base. So we were able to do this because we built very product-focused company. We didn't want it to just throw more people at problem to solve it. We wanted to be very conservative in our approach and very strict in our approach of something that has to be automated. It should be automated. It should not be solved with just more number of people. And along with that, we had to build our own support infrastructure because so we call it, this is our internal tool, we call it Support Star. We had to build it because the first problem that we started to encounter is that when someone comes to our chat, they will not generally mention which app they are talking about. And then we had to go into 6 different dashboards of app to figure out, okay, this merchant is using which particular app. And then merchants will not mention their store name or something. They will so you may have just the name of the person who is talking or just the store name. So we created a centralized system that connects to all our apps, and whatever data you have available about the merchant, you throw at it, search, and it will give you a result. Now, once we are here, we also wanted to give a complete customer journey, complete view of the customer journey to our support members so that they can help in the best way. How much revenue we have earned from the merchant, since how long the merchant has been using us, have they activated the app, when did they install, when did they start the store itself, right? And then different places, if you want to go and check more details on their partner page, then partners link is right here. If you want to go and see their previous chat, you can go to the intercom link and you will see all the chats from this merchant, etc. So this became a really important part. Then the troubleshooting links. So we knew that we are dealing with variants. So sometimes, let's say, stock out products where all the variants are stock out, that behaves differently because theme has written a different code for it, because that's a special case. Or let's say a multi-variant product versus a single variant product. Shopify also treats it in a very different way. So we encountered problems where maybe the product is working on multi-variant page correctly, but not on the sold out page. And to find out one sold out product in a store which has hundreds or thousands of products, it's very difficult. And it would take a lot of time of our support members. So our support system, this automatically figures out, okay, what are the different type of product that support member may need. It will give you a quick link. You can go there and troubleshoot it. Then advanced settings. Our dashboards are very simple. For merchant, we have very minimal setting, and we go very conservative on that. However, on our backend, the app is very configurable, and that makes it that gives our support team a superpower to just support and do whatever they want to and whatever merchant is asking for. So a detailed advanced setting is available. Then liquid access, so because we were dealing with themes, what we did, instead of asking merchants for theme access, for their store access to go and check what might be conflicting with the theme or what is different about their theme, we connected that. We took permission to read their store assets. So you can go to the themes link. You will be able to see all the list of themes, different. What are the type of those themes? You can drill down and open all the files that are available in that theme, and then you can see a segment of the code and tell merchant that, okay, hey, this particular part of the code is probably creating a conflict, and get this solved with your developer, or this is how you can solve it, etc. Right? So this makes the support team very powerful and very fast. And then the debugging mode. This is a very magical thing. So ultimately, it all has to work on the front end. So we have a special debugging mode which our support team can enable, and only for those stores we will start getting more detailed information in the developer console. So go to the store, the real store, and in their developer console, and you will start to see, okay, what data the app is trying to find which is not available, which is or any other conflict or error that is coming. So that also helps again to troubleshoot very fast. So these are, this is one of the really important thing that we built, and we keep improving it. But a focus on productizing this and making a lot of internal tools. This is one of the internal tools. We have other internal tools as well. For example, to manage our partner and affiliate system, we have another tool. So building and investing on these sort of tools is also really key, and doing it from early days is very easy. For example, and then you can also use the third party. If you are using Intercom, you can push a lot of data about the store in the Intercom itself. You are using any other support system, you can use it over there as well. However, because this was a completely designed by us, so we had a much more control. Of course, we also push some data on Intercom. So these are the three very important things that helped us come here with such a small team. So yeah, that's it. I guess some of these will help you. And if you have any questions, I'm available now or after this. Thank you.
Anybody has any questions? No questions?
Hey, great product, great apps, I must say. Well, I want to understand that I'm guessing similar apps or similar solutions will be provided by other people as well. So how do you really differentiate in a way, since you said that there's no sales team, there's no sales happening at all?
Correct.
I mean, there are sales happening, but no sales team, no push sales technically.
Yeah.
So how do you really differentiate, or how do you make sure that you get the visibility?
So I think innovating and automating, creating a world-class product, I guess that was the main thing that differentiated us. If you will see, even our pricing, when we, for example, started the Swatch app, our main confusion was that, okay, this is a very crowded area. There were already, I mean, in that early time also, there were already 7-8 apps in the Swatch area, and they were all selling very cheap, $5, right? So this is exactly the question that I was also going through. But then I felt so strongly about the solution that we were building. So if I give you a bit of insight, white swatch problem, as we used to call it, all the Swatch app will provide you with a system where you can upload swatches, etc. However, by default, there is no color assigned to it, right? So a lot of colors are very unique, and the way merchants write it, if it's not detected in their system, it will show up as white. So a deep red will show up as white. So white swatch problem, we automated that. We automated that with saying that, okay, it should be a variant image is a much better way to present your swatch and that information than actually using a color code, right? So those differentiation and those innovation really helped us in that
Product
in
innovation.
solidifying the product. I guess, and especially when you are starting, and now where the things are so crowded, I think having one very strong differentiator, at least in the start, will give you that, will make that 0 to 100 install journey really easy.
Got it. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, Shashank, just a quick question. My name is Arpit. I'm building decision intelligence software for online brands. My question to you is your journey from 0 to the first 100 stores. What was your approach? I mean, can you talk about how you found these brands? Was it purely through the App Store? Did you email them? Sort of just tell us about that.
Great question. So when we started, App Store was, of course, very small, so we would come on rank 1 for variant image. If you are looking for a variant image problem, you will definitely see us. However, the problem was that nobody was looking for it, right? So because either people had already searched and they had realized that there's no solution available, or new people, when they were coming, they were probably, this was not a big problem for them, or they were avoiding it at the initial time. So what we started doing is we started reaching out to themes. So theme developers, this is the first question that merchant would ask theme developer, that, hey, why your themes are showing all the images? I just want to show the image of the selected variant, right? So this is the question that they will be asked. And so we wrote to a lot of theme developers at the time, and we partnered with some of them. And they started then referring our app to, and we were the only solution, so yeah, great.
Hi. So you mentioned that you were way ahead of Shopify when it comes to thinking about uninstall experiences. That is not something that we personally have thought about so far. Like, we are all the time optimizing for activation, install percentages, etc. But what was the reason that you emphasized on uninstall percentages as a thing? Can you get that?
Okay, so I think I was and we are very much obsessed about shopping experience. So shopping experience, even for those who are not our customer, thinking about them is also very important. And then if you are living behind some code, it is ultimately going back to, it will come back to you in some or the other way, where merchants will not be very happy with the overall experience. They will not try your next product, or they will write a negative review, etc. So this was, and then from the scalability point of view, this is really important, because if you are modifying themes, etc., doing it again and again for all the versions, new changes, it's very difficult. So making something which is plug and play, I mean, ultimately it's an app, it's an add-on. That is what you think when you install an app on your phone, that, okay, when it will go, it will go. It will not leave behind anything. It is still not tracing me. Right. That's it.
We'll just take one last question, and then you guys can actually catch up with Shashank after the talk. Yeah.
Sure.
Hi Shank, congratulations on your success.
Thank you.
I see you mentioned you have a very good support platform and a partner system. Why not make it a product for all the ecosystem? It will be helpful for everyone, whatever you have done to make a success.
Sure, one day we would definitely like to do that. And for the partner system, I have thought about it many times. Probably at some point we'll do it.